Welcome on the Cosmic Atom. Prepare yourself. Something within you is shifting. It is not only an idea or a sensation. It's a feeling that travels throughout your body. A pulse, a vibration, a frequency that makes you feel both alive and apprehensive. You have heard about vibrational energy before, about how everything in the cosmos has a frequency. However, you may not be aware that your own frequency is moving. And when it happens, your body starts to display symptoms, signs that are both physical and energetic. You may experience unusual feelings, rapid mood changes, or even alterations in how you see the environment. If you're unaware of what these signals signify, you may misinterpret them for something different, for stress, for tiredness, to cause perplexity. However, if you listen carefully, your body is saying, it's notifying you that your vibrational energy is increasing. You are entering a higher level of consciousness, and that your bodily body is shifting to something much larger than it was before. Here are some of the positive indicators your body is displaying when your vibrational energy increases. Sign 1. You experience unexplainable bursts of energy throughout your body. It begins with a tingle, a quick burst of warmth. Sometimes it seems like shivers run down your spine or little sparks ignite in your fingers. These feelings do not follow a pattern. They appear unexpectedly, leaving you wondering what occurred. This isn't tiredness. It isn't exciting. It is energy flowing through your body in ways it has never done before. As your vibrational energy increases, your nervous system becomes more sensitive. It starts to catch up on previously undetected frequencies. And when it adapts to higher frequencies, you may perceive surges of energy during meditation or deep concentration. However, they often emerge during routine activity, such as walking, eating, or just sitting in quiet. It's as if your body is shedding something old to create way for something fresh. Sometimes this energy seems uplifting, like a sudden burst of creativity. Sometimes it seems overpowering, like a torrent of sensations. Your body is not yet ready for it, but whether it feels pleasurable or unpleasant, the message is the same. You're expanding. Your vibrational energy is increasing, and your body is only catching up with what your spirit already understands. When you get this surge of enthusiasm, do not attempt to control them. Allow them to flow. Allow your body to adapt, since what you're experiencing is not random. It demonstrates that your energy is developing, and the more you accept it, the clearer and more powerful it gets. Your sensitivity to sound, light, and touch increases. The world feels louder, brighter, and more intense. The hum of electricity seems harsher. Bright lights seem almost blinding. Certain textures seem harsh even when they aren't. You're not imagining this. Your senses are getting more sensitive to energy as your vibrational frequency increases. Your body gets more sensitive to external stimuli. Not because you are frail, but because your perception grows. What was previously remote now seems near. What was previously typical now seems magnified. You may find yourself seeking stillness, darkness, and seclusion, not because you want to escape the world, but because your body is attempting to recollect, function, and adapt to the new frequencies entering your system. This increased sensitivity is most obvious when you are among certain individuals or locations. Crowds or artificial lighting may leave you feeling fatigued. You may sense feelings that aren't yours, picking up on energy that others cannot detect. Your third eye, intuition, and inner vision are all growing sharper, and your body is reacting to subtle energies that you previously disregarded. This procedure is not a flaw, it is a refinement. Allow yourself to find quiet periods to relax when necessary, to insulate yourself from settings that seem overpowering, since what you are experiencing is more than simply sensitivity. It's evolution. Register for free. Your sleeping habits become irregular and vivid. You lay down at night, hoping to sleep, but your mind is on fire. Or maybe you fall asleep rapidly and wake up at unexpected hours. 2 a.m. free. 3 a.m. just before daybreak. It is not insomnia. It is not anxiousness. Your body is adapting to new frequencies. As your vibrational energy increases, your sleep habits may become inconsistent. This occurs because your mind and body are processing energy in ways they have never done before when asleep. Your subconscious is more reactive and sensitive to internal changes. You may find yourself dreaming more vividly than usual. Dreams include symbols, messages, or even images that seem more genuine than waking reality. These are not random. They are your mind's method of interpreting the energy shifts you're experiencing. Even when you're weary, you may feel restless and unable to relax. This is generally related to an increased flow of energy via your neural system. Your pineal gland, the physical equivalent of your third eye, becomes more active during these times, improving your perception even as you sleep. However, don't confuse these changes for unbalance. They are indicators of growth. Your sleep is not being interrupted. It's being recalibrated. Your dreams are not simply that. They are signals from a higher consciousness. Allow yourself to rest as required. Trust in the process. Understand that what seems to be a disruption is really a transition. Because your body is not malfunctioning, it is learning to retain a higher frequency, allowing your emotions to increase and grow quickly. You might experience enormous delight one minute and severe grief the next. Emotions peak and fall quickly, leaving you feeling unsettled. However, this emotional intensity is not indicative of instability. It is a representation of your energy increasing as your vibrational frequency grows. Your emotional body becomes more sensitive to both your own emotions and the energy surrounding you. You may experience feelings that do not seem to belong to you. Moods that arise unexpectedly and then go just as fast. This is because your energy field is increasing. It involves tuning into vibrations that were previously concealed from your perception. And as it does, your emotional sensitivity increases. You may also find yourself releasing old scars, memories, or beliefs that are no longer useful to you. This outpouring might seem like emotional purification, with tears falling without explanation. Anger over misdirected sadness, which swells like a tsunami. However, rather than opposing these feelings, you are being asked to welcome them and allow them to flow through you without judgment. Because what you're experiencing is more than simply emotion. It is full of energy. Your body is learning to maintain a higher frequency. And in order to do so, it must remove everything that is no longer beneficial to your progress. This procedure might be intimidating, but it is also therapeutic. And as you continue to elevate your vibration, your emotional experience becomes more nuanced, intuitive, and linked to your true self. Allow yourself to feel, release, and evolve since you are not suffering emotional upheaval. It is about emotional clarity. Sign 5. Increased longing for isolation. In retrospect, the world seems happier. Conversations seem more taxing. Crowded locations seem overpowering. You desire isolation out of need, not because you're lonely. A need to go away from the commotion, diversions, and confusion. This is not isolation. It is alignment when your vibrational energy grows and your awareness to the outside environment increases. You start to notice things that others miss. Conversations that seem harsh have to feel superficial. Environments that seem incongruous with your newfound knowledge. Solitude transforms into a sanctuary, a place where you may listen to your intuition without disturbance, hearing your thoughts, emotions, and soul more clearly. And although some may interpret this yearning for seclusion as retreat, it is really preparedness. Your inner world is expanding and getting more polished. And to promote its growth, you need periods of stillness when the outer world fades away and just your reality remains. You may be attracted to nature, peaceful areas, and activities that provide you peace and tranquility. Meditation, juggling. I am walking alone beneath the skies. These are not actions of avoidance. These are acts of healing. Your spirit is inviting you within to explore the depths of your own awareness, to let go of everything that is no longer useful to you, to seek clarity in the midst of confusion. And when you acknowledge this desire for solitude, your vibrational energy strengthens, stabilizes, and aligns. You're not running away. You're reconnecting with yourself. In doing so, you discover a force that no noise can reduce. The same sex's appetite and eating habits alter. You sit down to eat a dish you previously liked, only to find it heavy, tall, or even unpleasant. Or maybe you have an intense need for fresh fruits, veggies, or clear water. Your appetite changes without notice. Sometimes you feel hungry all the time. Other times, food seems unneeded. This is not a diet problem. It's a vibrational metamorphosis. When your energy levels grow, your body starts to want sustenance that is consistent with your new frequency. Food isn't simply food, it's energy. And there is a link between your vibration and what you eat. You may be driven to natural meals, pure water, or even fasting. Your body instinctively understands what it needs to maintain balance, which might include letting go of foods that formerly provided comfort, but now feel heavy. These adjustments are not intended to limit or discipline. They're discussing resonance. Your body seeks alignment, not just via meditation and thinking, but also through the foods you ingest. You may also find that you're more sensitive to artificial additives, chemicals, or processed foods. It used to seem innocuous, but now it seems to interrupt your clarity, tranquility, and energy flow. Listen to your desires and respect your body's wisdom. Allow your hunger to change without judgment, because what you're experiencing is more than simply bodily hunger. It is a call to harmonize your body's frequency with your spiritual progress. You're overfeeding your body. You're nourishing your soul. Since 7 spontaneous emotional releases and healing, you found yourself sobbing for no apparent reason, experiencing rage, grief, or joy with an almost overpowering intensity. Emotions sprang apparently out of nowhere, wanting to be felt, understood, and released. This isn't an emotional imbalance. It is an emotional cleanse as your vibrational energy increases. Old emotions, scars, and unsolved habits start to reappear, not to injure or destabilize you, but to be recognized and treated. What was previously buried is now coming to the surface, begging to be changed. These emotional discharges often occur suddenly during meditation when listening to music, looking at nature, or even in everyday times when something deep inside you decides it is time to let go. Following these discharges, you may feel fatigued or wonderfully tranquil, as if a weight you had no idea you were carrying has finally been removed. This method is not a weakness. It's strength. Your body isn't going apart. It is expelling everything that no longer resonates with your higher frequency, clearing the way for something deeper, truer, and more in tune with who you are becoming. Healing isn't always kind. Sometimes it's raw, passionate, and unpleasant, but it's always important. Allow yourself to experience, release, and allow your emotions flow freely without restraint or fear. Because what you're feeling isn't a breakdown, it is a breakthrough. Your vibrational energy is purifying itself, and your body is reacting with the most natural kind of healing. Your body communicates not via words, but through sensations. Emotions and minor alterations disclose deeper truths. These manifestations of vibrating energy are not illusions. They're genuine. They are really strong. They are also helping you into a greater level of consciousness as your frequency raises. You may experience pain, perplexity, or dread. However, keep in mind that you are not going through a mental collapse. It is a breakthrough, a metamorphosis that starts inside and goes far beyond the physical. Believe what you are experiencing. Allow yourself to accept changes with patience and kindness. Your body isn't battling against you. It's developing with your soul. If any of these indications connect with you, please share your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Subscribe to get additional assistance on your waking path. You're not alone throughout this process. Your energy is increasing, and your truth is emerging. Dear viewers, your support through Super Chat and membership is the only source of income that keeps this channel running. If you want me to continue uploading valuable content without delays and to stay motivated in providing you with the best wisdom, I need your help. Every contribution, big or small, makes a huge difference. Feel free to donate and support Pure Wisdom so we can keep growing together. Your generosity keeps this journey alive. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. If you're enjoying the content on Pure Wisdom and find value in the messages we share, I encourage you to subscribe. Based on the latest analytics, 93.9% of viewers are watching without subscribing. By subscribing, you not only stay updated with new content, but also support the channel's growth, allowing us to continue spreading wisdom for the chosen ones. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important message. Let's build this community together.